finally you're watching the truth about soft life. Finally, you're going to get the real, not just opinions, but some actual facts. Because I did the research. Because I was confused too, sis. I was confused too. If you're watching the video, then you might be like me back in 2019, 2020, when soft life kind of became mainstream and was like, what is this? What's going on here? And a lot of the information that I saw honestly just didn't sit right with my spirit. Just my discernment was kicking in and was like, I don't think that this is what it is. And so I did my own research. I started developing habits, and then I created Soft Life Habits. Welcome to the family. Subscribe. We learn about the actual actions that go behind living a soft life. But first, in this video, let's talk about what a soft life is. Soft life, for me, when I was reading the definition, it was just really vague. Like, we've seen the definition over and over again. It's like a life of ease and comfort, no struggle. But that can be interpreted in so many ways, which is the one thing that I love about soft life. I like that, number one, it is a very personalized lifestyle. So whatever you think that it is, whatever someone else told you that it was, it's all a lie. Why? Because that might not be, for you. It might not be compatible with your pH balance. You might not think what I feel is easy and comfort might not be easy and comfortable to you. There are people that literally love to organize and clean their homes, like bathrooms and stuff. That is not ease and comfort to me. That does not give me stress relief. Shopping does. But some of you might hate shopping. My soft life is not just soft life. And that's the first thing that I do want to say, is that it's not one aesthetic or cultural class or anything of that nature. It's literally personalized to you. And I love that. I love that. I love good personalization. I like my initials to be on my robe and on my luggage. Like, I'm that girl. The second thing about soft life that I really use to understand exactly what is this is to understand its opposite, which is on the other side of the spectrum, and that is a hard life. And as soon as I looked up the definition for hard life, it all clicked for me. I said, oh, I don't know if we all had the same childhood, but I was introduced to a hard life through Annie, which is a musical about little orphan girls. And there's a song in there where they sing and they say it's a hard not life for us. And they just explain all of their hardships and everything that they have to go through. And they're just like, this really sucks, right? But they still have hope, and she ends up getting adopted. So it has a happy ending if you haven't seen that movie. But then it was reiterated in the hip hop community by an artist named Jay-Z, and he remixed the song and really talked about the hardships of living his lifestyle growing up, being in a poor, and I think a single parent home. Don't quote me. But anyways, most of the time when you speak to people about hard life, they know what a hard life is. They're like, oh yeah, I live a hard life. Whether it's a majority, it's your real lifestyle, or you just might live a hard life in one area of life, such as relationships or financials. But once you understand that hard life is the opposite end of the spectrum from soft life, then soft life is very easy to understand. It's very easy to grasp. Oh, that's what I want. I want a soft life. But then we have to understand how to get there. And that's what this channel is about building the habits and to actually live the lifestyle. The third thing that I did to really understand and research soft life to figure out what is it was to change the word, that was confirmation from God, to change the word from a soft life to a soft time or a hard time. Because when we think about soft life, some of us, like I said, most of our life might actually be soft. We might be 60% or 80%, but we might just have hard times when it comes to maybe like a death in the family. That's hard times. Or another, like financials is hard times. Going through finals in college is a hard time just because of the stress that sometimes is put onto yourself. If you want those times to be soft, if you would like to have soft times, then maybe you start studying for your finals at the beginning of the semester. You just already start making flashcards from the first day of class because you know finals are coming and that they're stressful. Or when someone does pass away in your family, during the soft times they're alive, you make sure that they have life insurance and that you have savings put away. So when they do pass, it's already hard enough that a loved one passed. it's worse when they pass and there's no money to bury them or to pay off their home and things of that nature. That was another thing that I did, was to just replace the word lifestyle, because lifestyle to some people is very vague as well, and just say hard times, like, oh, I'm having hard times right now, I'm having soft times. The fourth thing was to really acknowledge that everything in life is cyclical, right? Or it goes in a cycle, so ups and downs. It means that even if you live a soft lifestyle, that's not like a forever thing. That is a temporary, but hopefully the majority, right? Because again, we want, for me personally, I want myself to be at least 80-90% of the time. 10% of the time I have to replace a tire on my car or something. But me really understanding that not everything's gonna be soft life, I'm still, message from God again. That's confirmation. That's a lot of confirmation. That me understanding that life is cyclical and that there will still be hard times, but depending on how many times I have is what really dictates what my lifestyle is. If you have more hard times than soft times in your circle of life, then that means that you are living a hard life, and we have to make some decision changes and some habit changes. That majority of the time you're living soft times and you have a couple of hard times, then you're living a soft life. Learning that life is cyclical, there's still going to be hard times. The hard lifestyle never goes away, but also really understanding the opposite end of the spectrum. This was a very short video. I just really wanted to get straight to the point, but I was very excited to make this video and put out the information, because seeing so many articles, I saw one article where one woman, she said, well, I researched soft life on Instagram. The message put out there was that to live a soft life, you had to have a sponsor of some type, whether it's a husband or just some type of sponsorship. It wasn't from your work or your systems that you put in place for your lifestyle, and that she would hate to have that lifestyle for her kids, and she would never teach them that. But I was like, why would you want a hard life? Because when you think about it, right, you have yin and yang. You have masculine, feminine, and you have soft life and hard life. And so it's like, if you don't want a soft life, you're like, oh, soft life's not for everybody. Da, da, da. I understand that in the Bible says the poor will always be with us, but it didn't say I had to be mean. That's all that I think about it. That's all that I have to say for today. I think that I explained it very well. I'm excited for this to be our first video, and I will see you every single day, Monday through Friday, maybe sometimes on the weekend, but especially every day on YouTube Shorts and TikTok as well. If you have any questions or if I missed any loopholes, definitely comment down below. But hopefully I was able to address everything in this video. If not, I'll just make another video. I'll see you tomorrow.